Hello, my name is Brett Gilliland, co-founder and CEO of Visionary Wealth Advisors and the host of the Circuit of Success podcast. I come at you every single week with the best tips and tools for wealth management and business ideas, whether that's on the podcast, whether that's on social media or the YouTube channel. I just love connecting with people, so I appreciate you writing in. I appreciate you hitting subscribe down below. Leave a comment, share it with your friends. This helps us make a bigger impact. Today, what I wanted to do is give a book review. Those who that know me know I love talking about reading, know that it changed my life in April of 2017. I think I'm shocked that probably one of the biggest things I get asked about the most and text messaged most about is the books I read, how I started that habit, and why has it become so important. So one of the things I want to try to do in 2021 is really just give you a book review. Nothing too formal about this. This is not some long drawn out process of having to read the whole book to you, but just about three points I want to share with a book by Dan Sullivan and Dr. Benjamin Hardy. This is Who, Not How. So who, not how. And what I want to share is something that my wife and I talk to our kids about all the time. It is really your effort. The effort that you put into something, right? If you need to get an A in your Spanish test or your math test, or you want to do well on the soccer field or on the golf course or on the basketball court, you want to put in the effort, right? And so those are the things that we talk to our kids about. But also with the effort, you do still have to get results in your life. A lot of people will talk about Michael Jordan and the effort that he put in, but he also gets talked about still because of the results that he produced. Or Michael Phelps winning the most gold medals in the history of the Olympics. Those things matter that he put in the effort, but it also matters about the results. So what I want to share is his results, not effort, is the name of the game. You are rewarded in life by the results you produce, not the effort and time you put in. All too often, there is a lack of commitment to results and an over-infatuation with process or hard work. Of course, you need to work hard. Of course, you need to become brilliant at what you do, but none of that matters if that doesn't translate to tangible, measurable, and rare results. So I think a lot of times in our world right now, we can focus on, yeah, I worked hard today, or yes, I did this today, or man, I need to put that off to tomorrow. Well, what we're saying, just like we learned from Dr. Jason Selk and Dr. Ellen Reed on the podcast, when you're saying put it off to tomorrow, you're really doing what losers talk about, right? That's what they said in the book. That's not my words. That's their words. That's hard to hear sometimes, but that is what losers do in their world, right? They put it off to tomorrow. So that little thing you walk by in the garage, get it done, right? Get it done. I promise you will feel better. That's the effort that we got to put in, but you got to get the results. So many times I think, especially during this pandemic, we're busy, our lives are different, we're doing a lot of different things in our world, and so we focus on this process. While that's important, you also have to get results. Now, the second thing I want to talk about, it says research has shown that the number one deathbed regret for most people is that they never took the steps to do what they truly wanted to do in their lives. I can't remember who said it, but somebody said, most men live the lives of quiet desperation. And I think that's so important to think about. The number one regret on a deathbed is they didn't take the steps to do what they truly wanted to do in their lives. So I sit here today and I ask you, what is it that you truly want to do in your life? Right? How many long-term goals do you have? How many midterm goals do you have? How about short-term? 12 months? 90 days? How many of those goals are actually in line with your long-term goals? And those are the things that we work with our clients with at Visionary Wealth Advisors, is your short-term, your midterm have to ultimately get you to your long-term. And what is that burning desire that's inside of you that says, I have to do this? It's something you wake up thinking about. It's something you probably go to bed thinking about. It's really, really important to make sure that we're clear on what it is we want to accomplish. I always talk about, from a book I read, Leader Who Had No Title by Robin Sharma. He said, clarity precedes mastery. Clarity precedes mastery. The clearer I can be in my head and my heart, right, the better chance of me being successful in mastering that thing, whatever that thing is. Okay, so we talk about that. He goes on to talk about procrastination. Procrastination means that your goal or ambition is great. It's something you'd like to do for yourself, but you're not the right person to execute the plan to achieve it, at least right now. You need a who. A who to get you through whatever stage you're in, because at that moment, you're clearly not the who in possession of the needed knowledge or capability. If you were, you wouldn't be procrastinating. He says procrastination is a very powerful signal telling you that it's time to get another who involved. So I talk about who, not how. Most of us, when we hear something, when we think about what it is that we want to accomplish, we think of how. How am I going to do it? Oh, this is more work for me. Oh, I don't have the time. Instead, let's change our thinking to who, not how, right? Who can help us get there? Maybe there's a mentor. Maybe there's a family member. Maybe there's a friend, right? Maybe there's a coworker. Maybe it's somebody on your current team. Maybe it's somebody that you may have to go out and hire. I don't know what the answer to that is, but I do know that we have to start thinking about who and not how. Because when we think about how, we bring the stress of everyday life onto our shoulders, and it gets really, really hard to accomplish the things that we want to go out and accomplish. So this was a great book for me. It talks about the formula to achieve bigger goals through accelerating teamwork. It really made me think differently about the things that I want to do and the things that I need to be doing on a daily basis. You know, Steve Jobs said, in leadership, the best thing to do is show them a vision and get out of the way. And I found that through my team and through our leaders in the organization, through our advisors, I need to be really doing the things that I'm uniquely qualified to do, and then get out of the way and let the people do, the who's do what they are perfectly capable of doing. And that's why they are in a leadership role. So that's the advice today. Hope you've enjoyed this. Who, Not How, again, by Dan Sullivan and Dr. Benjamin Hardy. Great book. I highly recommend picking it up. Until next time, again, hit subscribe below, leave a comment, give us feedback on what you need to hear from us so we can help you with the best tips and tools to help you achieve a future greater than your past.